My name is Hajjah Salamia. At 8 in the morning on the day of the tsunami, my husband and I were eating breakfast with our young son and watching a children's TV show when the earthquake started. At first it was just light tremors, but then it got harder and stronger, so we fled out the back door. When the shaking stopped, we went back inside the house. Everything was tossed about helter-skelter. Then I looked outside and saw people running. But my husband said there was no reason to run because the earthquake was over. So we sat down to finish breakfast. Then we heard a scream in the distance, "Water!" And then a big roar, and we were scared. The water swept into the house. I was carrying our 3-year-old son, and the water just tore him from my arms. My husband and I saw him swept away before our eyes. Then the next wave came, and my husband was gone, and I was rolling around underwater. My pants were ripped off, and my long hair became trapped in something. I thought, this is it, I'm going to die. But suddenly, my hair was loose, and I popped to the surface. The wave had passed, and I began to see debris everywhere. Huge logs, refrigerators, mattresses, everything imaginable. I was floating on debris, and I saw a water buffalo float by, and a snake. I was very afraid. Then people from a nearby housing complex threw me a rope. They pulled me toward them and up onto the roof. From the rooftop, I could see dead bodies floating by. I saw a child and said to a man, "That might be my child." And he said, "Don't worry, they'll pick up your son." After the water receded and it was safe to go down, I began walking down the street. There were dead bodies everywhere. People were trying to evacuate the dead bodies. That was when I saw my husband's body. He had died in the tsunami, and then I found my son's body. The Red Cross wanted to bury them in a mass grave, but I said, "No, please don't. We have our own family graveyard." So the next day, my relatives helped me take the bodies of my husband and child to the village. When we got there, nothing was left. Even the phone lines were down. Then I learned that I had lost my mother, my father, and my sister. They were all gone. My home village had vanished, completely gone. One of my nephews survived, but lost his mother, father, and brother. He now lives with me and goes to school here. And that's my story. My advice is, if you feel a really big earthquake, immediately go to high ground, learn from my experience, and be prepared.